or just Mario, I'm going to show you how to create your name into Desmos. So today you're going to put equations, and we're actually using the parent functions for this activity. We're using the parent functions to create your name. So by the end of this tutorial, you should be able to put the letter M. Here's an example of what I use. The letter R, I use this. And I'm putting this in folders. Obviously you don't have to, but I just like to be a little bit organized. So I want to put everything there. The letter O, I use parabolas there. Even though I can use a circle, I wouldn't because I'm not instructed to do that. So otherwise I could, and if you guys want me to do that, I'll show you, but based on the instructions, we are not able to use those. Only we're going to use the for parent function, so we cannot use the equations for circle. We will stick with this for y equals 1, x equals 1, y equals x, and y equals x squared, and y equals to the absolute value of x. All right, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and create one from scratch. Okay, so let's create one from scratch. So here is, you want to go to desmos.com /calculator. You're gonna get this here. Go ahead and just put a title for this one. I'm gonna put Desmos name tutorial. I want to make sure you have an account, so in case you don't finish, you can always come back, right? All right, so now that I'm here, you can actually start putting your equations. Okay, so you can use the equations y equals x. You can use the equation, what else we can use? We can use y equals x squared, y equals 1, x equals 1. Okay, so we can use, I don't need this one, I'm going to close it out. X equals to 1. And we can use y equals to 1. Okay. And what else? We can use y equals x squared. Right? We can use those, and we can use y equals absolute value of x. All right, so we can use all of those. Obviously, we're not going to use those now. If you want to put all this in a folder, I'll show you. You can just go to plus, click the plus sign, and then you can put all this right here. Just drag it in there. And I think, let me see, I'll put it in there. The name of the folder, let's just put parent functions. Right, and then you can drag that one there, drag that one there, drag that one there, drag this one there, and drag that one there. There, so all these are inside my folders now. Those are my parent functions, right? So this is what I can use for this assignment. All right, so there, I have it there in my folder, but you can just hide it because we're not gonna need those, right? We're gonna need them, but we're not going to use them all together. All right, so we'll start by, let's say my name is Alex. Okay, so I'm gonna pick that name. So we're gonna do Alex. Okay, see if we can figure that out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Let's see. It has to be more than 4, so I guess we can do mine. It had to be at least 5, so here we have 5, so Alex will be too short. Based on my instructions here, I have the instructions. You can use a nickname if it's longer than 7, if it's shorter than 4, yeah, so you have to use 5 or more. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. I guess I want to do this one. All right, so that's my name. I'm gonna make it right here. So how do we do that? It depends to you. How big do you want it? But let's pretend I want a line that goes from -5 to here, right? Or if you want just to be right here, it's really up to you how you want it. But just to see what we're gonna do first. All right, so we can start with we can start by putting a straight line, of course. So to get a straight line, if you guys can see here, you can get this one, right? Something like that. Right, x equals a number. That's just we can use something like that. So we can start by saying x equals to, I don't know where you want to start. Let's start at -10 maybe. There, we can do that. Now we don't want this line to go all the way up like that. We want to set the limits. So let's look for the range first. So we want this to be from here to there. So let's put from negative. So it looks. Let's put from 0 to 5. All right. So let's put the range. So the range. Open the brackets. I'm gonna put from 0 to 5. All right. That means that you want the range to be from 0 to 5. And look at that. Hey, now we have that one. Right now, the next thing I want to do, I want to do this one here. Okay, do that one there. I can probably do an absolute value there. Okay, if I'm creative. And then I'm going to do the other stick right here. So I want this one here. I want the same thing, but I want it at -5. So I'm going to do this, copy, paste, and just go right here. Boom. Hey, look at that. If you want the same color, hold this one. Boom. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Now we're gonna do the m right here, right? So where are you gonna do it? So we can do an absolute value right here. You can probably do, so y equals to, and you can just do any absolute value, and then of course you're gonna do transformations to move it a little bit. So I'm gonna do absolute value of x, right? I know I want it to be going upward. So, and I want it to be shifting right in the middle here between -10 and -5. So I'm gonna shift it plus 7.5. Okay, plus 7.5. So let me put that here. X plus 7.5. There it is. All right, and I want to shift it upward. So about, like, let's do +3. Now let's do 2.5 to be in the middle. There. Oh, there we go. I just did it. All right. Right, I just did it, and then I can change this to green. And if you want a different color, you can do that, so you know how the two are different. And then you don't want this to pass the -10, and you don't want us to pass the -5. So you can stop it right there, stop it right there. Well, you just set the domain right here, so you open bracket, and then you're gonna do, you want your domain to be restricted from -10 to -5. So how do you do that? And you want to include that answer. So we're gonna put -10, right? And you want to include it as your answer. So less than or equals x, less than or equals. Don't forget the signs are here. Less than or equals, right? And then you want it to go to -5, and there it is. And if you didn't put this one, look what happens. Okay. Let me show you. If you didn't put that one. Okay. There. I'll just put it there. If you don't put it, then it's not going to include that point. But obviously, I want to include it, so I put my point there. Okay. All right. So that's that one. This is by the letter M. If you want to create a folder, you can. If not, then just leave it. So I'm gonna do the letter A, and I think you guys get the pattern after this. Oh, and let me just do the letter R, because the R is a little different. Okay, A is easy. A, you can do another. Here, I'll do the first 3 letters, and then you guys can finish the rest, because after that it's super easy. So like if I want to do A now, right, and if you want to be, like I said, super fancy, you can just do a folder, letter A, and we're gonna put this inside the folder. So let's start by doing y equals to, well, I want this to be something like this one here, right? Something like that. That is a linear function. So let's start with y equals x. Y equals x, right? So I want that one. I want it to start here, and then I want it to go up there and then come down. All right, so I'm gonna shift this one -5 units to the left. So for that one, I'm going to do, I can do this one here. Let me show you. Put that one there, x. Now look what happens if I put -5, right? That's not what I want, right? And what will happen if I put +5? Oh, there we go, right? This one here, if you wanted -5, you can't put -5 because it's the opposite of what you see there, right? Based on what we learned in class. So this will be +5 because you wanted -5 units this way. Now you want it to be a little more tilted rather than like that. So you have to change the slope. Maybe you can do 2/1, 2/1. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do 2/1. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. And I think that's it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. I want my domain to be restricted from -5 to my range. Let's do domain first. So domain will be from -5 to -2.5. All right. So -5 less than x less than -2.5. 2.5. There we go. Maybe 2.4. Oh, 2.3. No. 2. No. Let's do -1.9. No, right. So for this one here, we're gonna do, just check here. We want it to stop at right here. So -2.5. All right. So we're gonna do that. -2.5. There. That's pretty good. All right. Now I want the same graph, but I want it to be a reflection. So let's see how we're gonna do that. If I can just make it negative, let's see if that works. Oh, that didn't work. But that did do something, right? It did a reflection here. But how can we make it a reflection this way? Okay. Well, what if I make this negative? Will that do it? What if I make that negative? That didn't do it. What should we do? All right. Well, first of all, you have to make sure that you clear this out because you want to see what it's gonna look like, right? Okay. So let me go back to the original, right? That was that one. Right, that's that one, but we don't want that. I say, what if you make this negative? Hey, now we're talking. What if we make that negative? Hey, now we're talking. What if we make this negative, right? So this one here, we can put a negative inside here, and I put a negative there. It's really up to you where you want to put it. You can just put it in front here, and now we have, right? Oh, sorry. There, you have that there. Now here, you want to move this one to the right. Okay, you want to put it like right here maybe. So let's shift it 5 units to the right. So let's put -5 here. Okay, that didn't do it. All right, well, let's put that. There we go. Because you want it to put the 5 units here. So let me go back to what I did. Okay. So you want it this to be 5 units to the right from here, so it's going to be at 0. So you can do plus 0, but don't really need to do that. Yeah, it's fine, leave it like that. All right, plus 0, and then you don't want to be from negative 2.5 to positive 0, right? So your domain will be from negative 2.5 to positive 0, negative 2.5 x 0. There. That just means that x is between negative 2.5. X is between negative 2.5 and 0. You can use the less than or equal. Okay, it's not a big deal, but yeah, so that's good. And if you want to do the line here, you can just do, so this will be, I want to make sure that this one is in there because I want it to be super fancy and put it all in one folder. Now I'm going to put the line right here. So how do I put a line right here? So it looks like that's negative. I'll put it like, where do I put it? Right here. Negative 3.7. Let's put it. Should put it right here. Negative 3. We can put a negative 4. So we can put x. We can put y equals negative 4. Y equals to negative 4. I'm sorry. Y equals 4, not negative 4. Y equals to 4, and there it is. Oh, this goes by 10. So let's put it at 5. Let's put it at 2. That's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, 2 is good. There. That's right in the middle, right? You can put it at 3 if you want. Is that better? 2.5. There. I know some of you will be like 2.5. All right, so there, and there. Now you want this to be from here to there, so you just click on it. So the domain is going to be from negative 3.5 to negative 1.5. So negative 3.75. Just put the domain here. Negative 3.75. And I think it was negative 1.25, if I'm not mistaken. Double check. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. That's your A. For so far so good. Look, MA. And I'm gonna do R. R is pretty easy, but I'll still do it. So we want a straight line over here at 0, so we can say x equals 0. There it is. And if you want to give it space, you can. So like if you want a space from this ones here, you can do that. So let's put it at 2 instead. There. Now let's put it at 1. So if you want to put it there, and then you can do your R. Right? Double check. That should be good. Okay. So I'm gonna do my R now. Just put the letter R here. So you can put a folder if you want. So we have the first equation already. Copy that one. Put it right here. Close that one. Change the color. Let's put this one there. All right. I want my R to be from from 0 to what's my height here? From 0 to 5. Okay. So from 0 to 5, that's my range. So let's open brackets and just put 0 less than y less than 5. There we go. So now I have my x equals to 1 from 0 to 5. Okay, this is the one I want to show you, the parabola. Okay, so how are we going to do the parabola? Okay, let me show you how that is done. So you can start by just doing a parabola that is facing let me see, you can do parabola facing down. Okay, so let's do a parabola facing down. And I don't know exactly how we're gonna look at it, but let's just put 1/2 x squared. And of course we want facing down, so we're gonna make this negative. All right. Okay. All right. So how are we gonna come up with the answer? Well, first of all, I want this to go over here, so I'm gonna shift it. What number is this? 1 unit. All right, so I'm gonna shift it. So x minus 1 square. There we go. And I want it to go up right here, so let's put it at 5 units. Okay. Okay. I think that's maybe a little wider, so like let's put a 3 here. Is that okay? Put a 4 if you want. 5. Put a 4. A 4 is good, I think. Okay. So we're using like this half right here, right? If we can do that, yeah, we can do that here. Maybe a little like right here. Gonna see how much we can get it done so that we can. So we can do from here to here. We can put it like up to here, to 3.47. So we can do range. We can do domain from 1 to 3.45. All right. So let's do the domain. From 1 to 3.45. There. And then I want the same graph but a reflection, right? So I can close it. Okay, so I want the same graph but a reflection, so just change it to positive, so copy. Put it here, there. I want to copy this inside the folder also. There. So I have it there. And I want this to be positive. Yeah, let me see. So that's the negative, and then I'm gonna make this one positive. Let's see what it happens to this one. All right, so that didn't work, you guys. Okay, so what else can we do? Okay, what if we keep that one negative, right? And what if we make this one negative? That didn't work. Okay, so what can we do, you guys, right? So how would you do a reflection of this graph right here? Well, let's take away this here first. I want you to see something. Let's take away this. And this will help you see it. Alright, so I actually have the graph right here. This is what I want. But the reason you're not able to see is because it shifted up. So instead of moving it up 5 units, I'm going to bring it down to this one here. So we're going to bring it down to +2 instead of +5. So let's do that. Hey, now we're talking. See that? So it was the reflection, but you couldn't see it because the domain was restricted. Now I'm going to use the same domain here that I use. I'm just going to copy paste. Boom, now we got it. Okay, all we need now is to like stick from here to there. I know that's gonna be for my parent functions, that's this one here, negative. So do that here. So I have the letter A there, this letter R. This one goes in there. And I'm gonna put the stick that goes out from here to there, right? So I know it's gonna be y equals negative x there, right? And then I want this to be shifted 1 unit to the right, so -1. Oh, wait, 1 second. To put this in parentheses so you can see it better. So, minus x, and I want this to be shifted to the right. Right, so this is gonna be that, and then I want it to go to the right, so plus 2 units. Now we can do +1. Okay, so see how it's going that side? The reason it's doing that is because you have a negative in front. So what you need here, you're gonna have to do that -2. Let's do -1. -1. Yeah, that's good. So notice here, it's just negative x plus 1. I don't know if you guys can see it. And if you guys want to just do it like that, that's fine too. Negative x plus 1, right? It went to the right 1 unit. Okay, and actually not to the right, but it went 1 unit up. Okay, so it went 1 unit up. But notice here that I have this line, right? Now I want this to be over here, so I don't want it to go 1 unit, right? Just 1 unit. I want it to go to 2. So let's see if that works. Nope. How about we do, let's do another one. Let's do 3. Hey, there we go. Now I have my line right here from here to there. And then all I need to do is set my restrictions from here to there, right? So from this will be from 1 to 3, and that is it. If I can do that, then I'm set. So this will be, let's set the domain is going to be equals from negative 1, oh sorry, from positive 1, right, till 3. I think that should do it. Let's see. Yeah, and that should do it. So therefore that's my R there. If you want to make it a little longer, or if you want to make it a little slanted, like to go from here to there, that's fine too. Maybe just do like a little bit of like playing over here and see what it will look like, right? I think I'm okay with what I had, but obviously some of you would not be okay with that. But if you want to do it like maybe 0.15, you can play with that and see what's going to be. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Okay, that's not working, right? So you want something less than you want something like a little less steep, right? So if you put 2, that's not working. If you put 1/2, that's too much. So maybe 1/0.2, 1/0.5, right? So you get to play with it, but I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm feeling good with that one. All right, so that is MAR, and of course you can do your other letters. You guys know how to do I. I will show you how to do O, and you can do O with this one. If you really want to know how to do O like with the circle, we haven't learned this yet, but you can actually do a O by doing x square plus y square, and then you want the radius, how big you want it. I don't know, you want it to be the radius of 3. We can do 9 here, and there, that's my circle. And of course, to move it around, you're gonna have to do some transformations here, but like I said, you don't have to do this one. This is only if you are advanced. If you want to switch it like 2 units, square, you want this to be shifted, y minus 2 square, right? And if you want this to be a little smaller, you can make it, let's make it 4. And if you want to make it like 6, that's fine. And if you want it to go up a little bit, so you can do 3 or 2.5. Right, and if you want to move it to the right, just put it right here, like 5 maybe, or 4, 5, maybe 6. All right, and there you go. You have your circle. Like I said, you don't have to do this one. That there will be other ways to do it. And if you want it to be like, let's say put it at 8 because you need a space for the eye, then you can put the circle like that. But once again, you cannot use this one because you have to use the letters that we have been given. And of course, to use this one, you can just copy paste whatever I use here and just put it starting like a negative +4, right? So you can just do that. And of course, you're gonna have to change the domain, but this will be 4. Oh yeah, there, the range will be the same. There, I just did it. Once again, this, you don't have to do that one. But there, if you want to be fancy, you want to be cool, you can do that. All right, this is it, a tutorial on how to create your name using Desmos. Now, to embed this into Canvas, okay, I'm going to show you, I'll show you now, and then I'll show you a separate video for this as well. Okay, how you embed this into Canvas. You're gonna go to your assignment, right? So this is my assignment right here, and I'm gonna turn it in. I'm going to go to student view, because I'm about to submit it now. And then I can go to my assignment here that's given. And I already submitted, so I'm gonna do it again. So of course you're gonna answer all these questions. Right, you copy paste all these questions here. You're gonna submit it by text entry, copy paste, answer all those questions. On the top here, you're gonna put your name, just put enter, put a space right there. Now you're going to go to your Desmos here. You're gonna go to share, and instead of export, instead of copy, you're gonna embed. Copy this here. Go back to your assignment. You're going to go to insert and look for this little cloud here, embed, and paste the code that you got from here. Right, this code here. Copy that, and then you paste it right here. Boom. And then you click submit. Get ready, you guys. This is the big shebang, or the big moment. Boom. There it is, you guys. Right. So there is my name. And you go ahead and submit it. Right. I'm going to show you that it is working because, like, if I click here, it will show me all my equations that are there. Okay. But I haven't submitted, so I have to submit it, and make sure that you answer all those questions, of course, for your assignment. If you're not my student, then you don't have to submit those questions. Only you learn how to do your name. All right, so that is it. You can put a comment there, and then just submit. All right, and that is it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I will have more videos like this. All right, thank you.